I think this remains the best risk-adjusted time to purchase Bitcoin in its history. We've removed a huge amount of risk. We've removed custody risk, trading risk, regulatory risk, government risk, and yet we still have 10x upside at a minimum. To me, that makes an extraordinarily positive expected return from a risk-adjusted basis. I think any investor who doesn't have Bitcoin in their portfolio should take this pullback to establish that first position, at least get to 1 or 2% Bitcoin, maybe 10 more if you're more bullish. The other place that I find extraordinarily attractive right now is all the way on the other end of the spectrum at the DeFi protocol layer. I continue to think we're setting up for another DeFi summer at some point. You look at various statistics, they're already at all-time highs. Those are proven programs. And if we get regulatory relief, I think there's a lot of value in some of those DeFi specific protocols. So a barbell strategy that's Bitcoin and then a handful of DeFi protocols, I think would be extraordinarily well positioned for the rest of the year.
A quick Google search reveals an eerie parallel. Trump-era tariff wars, a weakening dollar, and a market pullback. Sound familiar? We've been here before. In 2018, crypto weathered similar macro storms, proving short-term pain doesn't derail long-term trajectories. Fast forward to today, and the script feels identical. Panic over trade wars, Fed uncertainty, and gold soaring while Bitcoin stumbles. But here's the key difference. Crypto's infrastructure is stronger, adoption is broader, and the case for digital assets as a hedge is louder than ever. Gold's 20% surge this year isn't just a safe haven play, it's a roadmap for Bitcoin's potential. Analysts see gold hitting $4,500. If so, Bitcoin's long-term price target could recalibrate to $1.5 million as it eats into gold's $12 trillion market cap. Short-term, Bitcoin's dual identity, both risk asset and hedge, means it takes punches with stocks before outpacing them. But every gold breakout whispers the same truth. Bitcoin's ceiling is rising. When macro dust settles, the catch-up rally could be historic. For long-term believers, this dip is a gift. Bitcoin's risk-reward ratio is arguably the best in its history. Regulatory clarity, institutional custody, and 10x upside make it a core portfolio hold. On the opposite end, DeFi protocols are quietly priming for another DeFi summer, especially if regulatory winds shift.